Today I'm going to show you how to make a nail polish rack just like this one. I made this one the other weekend and I think it's pretty darn awesome. So you're going to need 2 pieces of wood 79.7 centimeters long by 1 centimeter wide by 7 centimeters deep. This is for the sides. 1 piece of wood 60.4 centimeters long by 1 centimeter wide by 7 centimeters deep. This is for the top. 7 pieces of wood 58.4 centimeters by 1 centimeter wide by 7 centimeters deep. This is for the shelves. 7 pieces of wood 60.4 centimeters long by 1 centimeter wide by 4.3 centimeters deep. This is for the trim so the bottles don't fall out. And a piece of plywood that is 60.9 centimeters by 90.6 centimeters. Next, you will need wood glue. I chose exterior wood glue because I think exterior would be heaps stronger than interior, and the stronger the better. Next, you'll need screws, and you'll need around 28. Go for screws that are more on the thin side and long enough to screw through into the second piece of wood. To attach the plywood, I'm using tacks. Tacks are less likely to split the wood than screws. Now what you want to do is place your piece of plywood down flat and mark out with a pencil where you want your shelves to go. An OPI bottle is around the tallest, so I went by it. Around 4 inches between each shelf. So as you can see here, an OPI bottle easily fits in and you can easily take it out as well. Next, you want to take your wood glue and make a thin squiggly line down one side and place one of your pieces of wood for the sides on the glue. Now, if you have a clamp, that would be great to use right now, but I don't. So I'm just going to press down on the wood for about 5 to 10 minutes. This particular wood glue dries super fast. Be sure to wipe away any excess glue with an old rag that you can throw away. Now we're going to glue down each shelf and the top. You don't want to glue both sides at the same time and then do the shelves because that's a much harder way. Plus it's very easy to stuff up. And then you would have to rip up the wood and start again. So here I'm just doing the exact same process I did with my one side, gluing and placing the wood down. Once you've done that, again clamps would be perfect, but like I said, I don't have any. So we're taking some long strong pieces of wood and placing them along the entire length of the rack, and we're going to put on top of that a heavy toolbox and some car thing that Tim had lying around. And we're going to let this rest like this for around 30 minutes. So after taking off the heavy objects, it is time to glue and screw the other side. Our piece of wood happened to be bowed in the middle, so we had to act quite quickly after placing the wood on top of the glue to try and get the bow out. This is where you might need help from your dad, uncle, brother, someone who has a power drill and knows how to use it. So to prevent the wood from splitting, Tim made 2 holes in the side of each shelf where the screws are going. Then you are able to screw each screw in manually, but it just takes heaps longer. So I definitely recommend using a power drill. Then just carefully screw each screw in, but take it slowly, you don't want to split the wood. After that, we need to attach the trim to stop the bottles from falling out. I forgot to mention that you'll need some thin medium length nails, 3 for each trim. We pre-nailed them in first and then placed the glue down and then finished nailing them in. And guys, don't laugh at how I use a hammer. I was informed that this is not how you use a hammer, so I used it the right way. And what did I do? The nail went completely sideways and I totally mucked it up. So I went back to my girly way of hammering. We're renting the house we're in, so we're not allowed to put any holes in the walls, so that's why I didn't attach anything to put it on a wall. Now with the tacks, you want to hammer a line of them along the back of each shelf. So just line it up with the screws on the side and you'll be fine. You also want to put a few around the outside. Now this is up to you, but I wanted to give it a bit of a sand before I painted it, just to get rid of any defects in the wood, any sharp edges where the wood is splintering. And the sandpaper that I'm using is the softest that you can get. Then just give it a good wipe down with a dry cloth to remove the dust. For paint, I used the white paint that was lying around in our garage, and that happened to be Accent's white ceiling paint. And I also used this paintbrush that was lying around. And here I'm doing my first coat of paint. It's a pretty long and tedious job, so I put on a couple TV shows on my laptop while I was doing it. And then finish up with the second coat and let it dry overnight. And then all that's left is to fill it with all of your nail polish. Have fun!